the road. Mm-mm-mm. Oh my God, that's not as cold as I would like it to be. It's that alkaline water. It calms my nerves. So anyway, I just worked a few hours. I didn't even work a full shift. I really just need to get home. My arm is still sore from the COVID vaccine shot. So I'm just gonna head home now from my shift, making my coins. And when I was getting ready for work this morning, I saw over on Raven's channel that her mom had passed away. So I just wanted to say my condolences at this time to her. Um, she's really been going through it with her, you know, mom being in the hospital and everything. And it just is heartbreaking to know that this disease is just ravishing and upsetting so many people's lives. And that it's just ongoing. Like it just next week it'll be somebody else's turn. And unfortunately for her, her mom didn't make it, and I was hoping for the best. But COVID is a motherfucker. That's all I can say. Excuse me for my language. And if anybody wants to send her a donation, she has a PayPal link under Raven Opa. And I'll try to post it into my links when I get home. If anybody wants to make a donation now to help out, someone who's truly in need and deserving of, some help. Because I remember when my dad died, people reached out and, sent me some coins to help me get through the tough time. And it was very unexpected. It was just really sweet and unexpected and very helpful. And, just in case, any of you guys are following her, I always post her um, channel onto my YouTube and Facebook and um, what's the other one I have with the P? I can't think right now. But anyway, all of my links, I post her stuff. So I know some of you guys probably know who she is. But yeah, she lost her mom to COVID, and she's going through it. You know, that's all I want to say about that. If you want to, I'll leave the links where you can make a donation, and any little help you do is appreciated. Thank you so much. Now, I watched another episode of Paloma last night or early this morning. I can't remember. I think I was still asleep when it posted. And the girls, that was Patricia and Lorraine, who are trying to get the gym trainer. I forget his name, and they are getting played basically. He's taking both girls out on little mini dates, like where they go get snacks. And so they both don't know that they've been on dates. So when they finally meet up with each other, and it's all three girls. So uh, the one girl he doesn't like, that's the one they call, oh, Whitney's going to kill me. I can't think of her character's name right now. It won't come to me. It's a P name. Uh, I can't think of the name. But anyway, the third girl, he doesn't like her. So he took two of the girls out on a date, which was Patricia and Lorraine. And they don't know that each other's getting played. And so all three girls are kind of jealous of each other. Like you can see the little jealousy building up. It is so cute. It is the cutest thing I've ever seen. And so they're all having lunch together. The third girl's mad because they stood her up. They all meet up at this one little spot, and she got left there, and she got freaked out because they didn't show up. Hold on, I think he's going. Thank you. And So she's mad at the two of them because they didn't show up and they left her out there with the mosquitoes chewing her up. And then she thought she heard a ghost and she took off from that spot. And then they all meet up for lunch, I guess, the next day. And both of them like, my boyfriend took me out and he bought me snacks. And the other one's like, yeah, well, my boyfriend took me out and he bought me soda and snacks and this, that, and the other. And so both of them are getting played by the same guy. Oh my God, you can't make this stuff up. It is so funny. It makes me smile. And I'm just loving this. They're like little mini 10-minute webisodes, but they're so good. And the acting is so good and so convincing and everything. And Patricia, she kind of lives like a boy during the daytime when she's at work. And then she's kind of like a girl at night. So she's kind of living in limbo. And she's really cute with, what she's doing. And she still got the guy regardless. And they showed another scene of two guys having a conversation, and I don't know what context it was. I didn't get it, and maybe it was like a context to something else. But there was two guys like meeting up, and I just didn't know where they fit into the storyline. It didn't make a whole lot of sense. But maybe down the road they'll explain it. But they just popped up in the scene, and I was like, "Who are they?" But I'm more focused on these girls, and they're getting played by the gym trainer, and he knows what he's doing. Like he's playing the two girls, and they don't know about each other. Like, how he thought he was going to get away with this is beyond me because they're both friends. They're best friends, and we'll see if the girls can maintain their friendship and get rid of him. Like that's what I'm thinking. Like they're gonna have to see that they're both getting played and they both dump him, or if one's going to try to hold on to him. Which I'm thinking Patricia really is in love with him, but she's holding back her true feelings, and Lorraine's just doing it because she's jealous of Patricia. Like that's my feeling. Like I don't know how you guys feel, but I feel like Lorraine's not really in love with that trainer. I think she's just doing it because she wants to one up her friend. Like it's not like it's like a challenge for her. And then the other girl, she don't really like him. She's just doing it because the other two are, you know, they are both in boyfriend mode. And that one, the last girl, she's the one that always gets into scraps with guys. Like she's messing with guys who's not into, girls like that. So I don't know. It just makes me laugh. It really does. And so it looks like I'm getting a call, but I'm going to find it because I'm driving home. Um, And so, yeah, I watched Paloma. And if you haven't seen Paloma, it comes on YouTube. It's with Star Image Artist Management. You can find them on Facebook and just subscribe. And they usually do posts and also just subscribe on YouTube to Star Image Artist Management and hit the little bell. And that way, when videos post, it'll notify you. That way, you don't miss anything. And they have so many good soap operas on there. They're little mini, short ones, but they're totally worth the little, 10 minutes of time that you have to give your little thought provoking, cute BL series. I've never seen this with Girls Love. I call it a GL more than a BL because it's so cute. So I'm calling it a GL because it's Girls Love. Girls loving girls are girls loving boys. I don't know what it is when a girl likes a boy. So I might be saying it wrong because I don't know these little acronyms for BLs is boys loving boys, like GLs girls loving girls. So I can't call it a GL either. But it's trans girls loving boys. So I'll call it a TL. No, that might not be right either because then that would mean two girls like two trans girls like it's so cute. Um, and I also watched Alter, and so I've already talked about it. It is also like a Star Image Artist management production, and it is also a BL series. And it's a brother sister, but now the brother is gonna snatch up, I think, one of the sister's boyfriend. So we'll have to wait and see about that. If they actually get together, because now the secret is out. Uh, the shit has hit the fan. She's already broken off. The sister's already broken off with the one boyfriend. She had two. Remember, she had two boyfriends. She was snacking on. She pushed her brother to dress up and pretend to be her to keep both of them entertained, because she kind of set dates up with them at the same time at the same resort and all that. So the, the whole weekend they were kind of switcheroo. She was having sex with them, and the other one was just trying to keep herself from getting wrapped up in the mix with them. And the brother was trying to keep himself from getting wrapped up in the mix. But they looked just alike when he's dressed up like her. But then he finally gave it up that he was fooling the one guy, because I think he kind of got his feelings got caught up in the mix, because the guy really was coming on to him and everything, and he was pretending to be her, but it wasn't her. So he told his sister, like, look, you need to hurry up and tell what's going on, because I can't do this anymore. Like, this is stupid. Like, he was sick of doing it, and she kept nudging him, like, just stick with the plan. I can't give both of them up. I like them both. Like, she was being totally selfish. So finally, the brother was like, I can't do this anymore. So he fessed up to the guy, and now that same guy wants to be with him. He told his sister, but the brother doesn't know that uh, the sister already knows, because she's so selfish that she's only focusing on the one blonde haired guy that she likes. So she's sticking with him since he still wants to be with her. The other guy was like, I don't want you anymore. I can't forgive you. And I like your brother. I'm going to go after him. And she's like, fine, whatever. So, but he doesn't know that. So when the guy went to see him in his last episode, he was like, just get out, leave me alone. Like, I don't want to get involved with my sister's boyfriend. I can't do this. And the guy was like, I really like you, though. So what are we doing? He's like, oh, get out. So he threw him out, not giving them a chance to explain that the sister already doesn't care, and she's got the guy that she wants anyway, and that she's cool with it. And so we'll see, because there's going to be another episode. I don't know when these episodes drop, because Honey Star Image is dropping episodes every other day. And there's so many BL series coming out, I can't really keep up with them all. These are all out of the Philippines. It's the Alter and Paloma. And this is all through Star Image Artists Management. So I'm sticking with them for sure, because they're really good. Even though they're short and not really long, it's okay. I'm still enjoying the series. They're really good. And I started watching Why Destiny. I've seen the first episode of it. That is out of Thailand, and that's a Bangkok production uh, company that is doing a really, it looks like a really big series with a lot of characters. So there's a lot of couples in it. The first couple is like this, it's themed around boxing, which I don't know anything about sports, but it's not focusing on them just in the matches and stuff. It's more around their training and getting into the club. And the assistant coach and one of the boys are kind of like at odds with each other. They had and now they end up being roommates because they can't stand each other. And now they've finally kind of caught feelings towards the end of that episode. And it looks really like for the first episode, it looks really good. But like I said, Why Destiny has a lot of BL couples in it, so I don't know how I'll be able to keep up with that many different couples, because I saw quite a few. So maybe they'll finish the storyline like every 2 episodes or 3 episodes. It'll be a new couple. Or I hope they don't start crossing over and switching stuff up, because then it'll get very confusing for me. Because I'm like, I can't keep up with all these different, you know, couples, because there's so many. But for that to be the first episode, it looks really, 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 really good. So I'm excited. And if you want to see why Destiny is Y, like the letter Y, and then Destiny. And it's on YouTube, and it's a Bangkok production company. Um, and it just started. There's a lot of like anticipatory clips, so you get to see all the different couples, and they're very short. They're like a minute long, and that's why I watched them all, and I lost count to how many different couples. I'm like, how the hell is this? It's gonna be an all summer long, thing, because there were so many. So many different couples. So I'm not really sure. Like I really don't know, but I'm all in for it. Anything coming out of Thailand, I'm all in. And so on my Facebook page, I'm switching things now. There is a contest for uh, the hottest guy over in Thailand. It's Mr. Night Diamond, and you have to find him on Facebook and subscribe. And he's posting all the guys that are participating in his contest, and they're all hot. Like every last one of them, I swear to God, they're gorgeous. So if you get a chance, it's Night Knight, Mr. Night Diamond, like the diamond. And subscribe to him, and you'll see all the cute swimwear models and Insta models and everything in between from Thailand. And I'm just like going crazy because Netflix is my favorite. I've been following him on Instagram, and he is all that in a bag of chips. Like he's really hot. And I don't know anything about them. If they're gay, straight, what their orientation. I don't really care. They're just gorgeous. And so, if you guys get a chance to go on there, you can go to Thailand and participate in the actual show, or you can probably watch it online. I'm sure. I think the contest is going to be either in May sometimes, but they're doing all of the like contestants on his website so you can see what they look like. And then you probably can follow your favorite one like on Instagram or TikTok or YouTube. Like they do a lot of modeling and stuff. The one I'm following, his name's Netflix. That's the one I'm hoping it'll win. And I think he is like number 4. I can't remember his number on there, on the contestant number, but they've got them all numbered off. And there's about a bunch of guys, and they're all cute. So if you guys get a chance, if you want to see some hot guys in a contest, go to Facebook. It's Mr. Night Diamond, and that's his production type deal for the contest for the hottest guy in Thailand. I guess it's the kind of like a beauty contest, I guess, from him. But at any rate, I'm all in there all night. So check it out. And I'm just trying to think of what else. I wanted to talk to you guys. I posted about Trans Day of Remembrance a few days ago, and it didn't really do a whole lot. It didn't get a whole lot of traction, but like I always tell you guys, sometimes it's not about the message, it's about the message. And in order for somebody to get it through their head, you have to look a certain way. And it's unfortunate that people don't want to hear what you have to say unless you look a certain type. And you know, that really for me is like almost like I don't have a voice in this world. Like I'm just voiceless. I'm talking and nobody's listening. And I just, it's unfortunate because I think that my story is relevant. When I went through my journey as a two-spirit trans girl, it took me 30 years to get through my process. And so I didn't have any other girls around me. There was no role models. There was no Marsha P. Johnson. There was no Laverne Cox. There was no Candace Kane. There was no Honey Crunch. None of these, Energizer Bunny, K Crunch, whatever. I don't know those people. All I know is I went through it by myself. It was my situation, and it was incredibly hard. The journey was a very lonely one. So when people try to discredit my voice and discredit my journey, it really is annoying. Like it just kind of like, oh, okay, I see that it's not the message, it's the messenger. Because you see these other girls, they're really pretty. They're younger than me. Um, yeah, we all have similarities in our stories, but who are you? How you come to this earth on this planet? Like your story is your story. You don't have to lump everybody together because who wants to do that anyway? It's like a monolith. The trans girls are a monolith. We all have different lives and different situations, different talents, and we're not all the same. All black people aren't the same. We're all like best friends. That's because we're related. Don't mean we're gonna be hanging out and doing it. No, bitch. No. We're not a monolith. So get it through your head. You know, when you're dealing with individual people, deal with them individually. Don't collect everybody together and lump everybody and say, "Oh, you guys are all the same." No, bitch, we're not. We have similarities, but we're all the human race. But why don't we treat each other like humans? There you go with that. Start with that. Everybody has an opinion. A lot of people who don't even have transgender people in their lives have something to say about it. Now, I would say, well, how can you have something to say when you don't know anybody who is going through dysphoria? And some of them are going through dysphorias because you have all that hate legislation out here, and starting with Arkansas, and then you work your way south, and then you have all these adults who hate trans children, and you have to remember these are adults making these laws to pick on the most marginalized children on the planet during a pandemic. Like, make that make sense. So you're seeing adults pick on children. As a child, I was picked on, you know, called out of my name, called the, F word. A child's going to be an F when he grows up. And you know what I'm talking about. It's a three-letter word, starts with A, ends with a G. And you're saying that to an 8-year-old or 7-year-old or 6-year-old. Who the hell talks like that to a child? And then a group of adults is laughing. They find it funny because they're just entertaining themselves, on a weekend, on a Sunday, but it's at the expense of, at my expense, and I don't even understand what you're talking about. So when you see these bills, HB 1570, these medication, anti-doctors, you know, who can be in a locker room where who can play with girls and sports and all that, you're looking at adults picking at children. You look at my face, I was one of those kids. I just didn't know I was a trans kid at the time. I was being called, we'll say gay to keep it PC, but the slanderous words, from people who look like me. And so I just want to say the message. It's not the messenger, it's the message. And if people can stop looking at people and physically devaluing someone because of your looks, because they're not skinny or they don't look like they belong in the movies or a gangster or thug or whatever it is that goes through your head to make you hate somebody. Um, it's the message that's trying to be conveyed to the person. And so um, I just want to bring that into light because, like I said, I posted a whole thing on Trans Day Remembers telling my individual story. It got very little traction. And I saw, like I said, one girl, she was Asian. She got attacked in the streets. And I really felt bad for her because she was going around and people were just heckling her. She was a real woman, cis woman. I'm a woman, but I'm trans. I'm a spirit trans girl. So I have every different women being attacked because I know it's not just about being trans. It's about people not valuing women, period, regardless if you're trans or not. So I posted in there, it's too bad she didn't have pepper spray um, or a weapon like a stun gun, stun. And some girl saw what I looked like, and she came back and said, "Well, it's too bad that she has to do that." But bitch, we're looking at the same video. You see the people what they're doing to her, spitting on her, and teasing her and making fun of her appearance and doing all kind of heinous things she's made to protect herself in Germany on the streets. It was a very disturbing, upsetting video. Here, this girl came for me, and I'm like, don't go for me, sis. We're all on the same boat. Don't worry, your day will come when somebody devalues you as a human being. And you'll be on a dinner plate looking for somebody for some sympathy. And but always um, so,